Hello, friends. Welcome to the day. Welcome to Zenful Conversations. Thanks again for being here. Please visit zenfulconversations.com, see what else we have going on. It's a wonderful community for women with lots of virtual offerings, and every once in a while something in person comes along. And right now we have both in person and virtual. Zenfulconversations.com. We're taking a look at the Book of Awakening by Mark Nepo. Our conversation is about being present for our own lives this year. And there's a lot that's under that umbrella. Say keeping it simple is high on the list. The Book of Awakening by Mark Nepo, New York Times best-selling book, described as having a life you want by being present to life you have. And the message we're offered today, this day number 1963. Oh, I'm not sharing that music, am I? Let's see if that went right through or not. Maybe, maybe not. The message we're offered today for this day number 1963 is titled To Count by Touching. To count by touching. Take a breath. Release the tension in the jaw. Soften everything. We need to count by touching, not by adding and subtracting. When we count with our eyes, we stall the heart. For the eyes can see clearly what is broken without ever feeling the break. And the mind can calculate the loss without ever sewing up the wound. Without touching the life coming apart before us, we can race to rebuild before the wrecked dream ever hits the ground. While this makes us resilient and efficient as ants, it also keeps us from ever living in what we build. Living in what we build. Alas, what makes us precise and efficient can also begin a life of neurosis. Not touching what we see, not feeling what we know. This is how the mind skips the heart's step. How we forget that blood on the news is real, that the cry from the street is attached to something living. Let's just take a breath, a pause with that. I remember waking after rib surgery to find a dear friend at the foot of my bed. I was elated to have arrived on the other side and called to her, but she was staring off. I knew in that instant she was already mourning me. And so she missed me coming alive. She was already preparing for life without me. And so the deeper closeness awaiting us was never felt and never worn. We think we protect ourselves by taking inventory and moving on. But we only spin our web tighter. Let's just give this some space. Let's just hold a little space around this message, loosening it up a little bit. Recently, another friend had a dream in which we were building a home with sturdy shelves for the things that we loved. She tried to count the shelves, but couldn't keep the numbers in her head. She had to go over and count the shelves by touching each one. Mysteriously, as she did this, the shelves kept multiplying. Her touch made more shelves possible. Such a profound and simple lesson. To count with our hands brings us deeper than all counting. Then numbers give way to notes, and sums give way to song. Let's just feel that. I want to have this message this year be integrated into our lives. So breathe with it, feel it, let it come in, let it come in. This. I remember waking after rib surgery to find a dear friend at the foot of my bed. I was elated to have arrived on the other side and called to her. I see that he was thrilled to wake up from his rib surgery. And that moment of elation must have been incredible to experience. And certainly the depth of the relationship would have changed some there. But she was staring off. She was already mourning him. So she missed it. This message is about being present for our own lives. And it's talked a great deal about these things that we're missing out on. And this is one of them. She missed it. How many things are we missing? Because we know we're so darned impatient. Oh, I know what's happening. I'm going there. You're already there. She was already preparing for the life without me, and so the deeper closeness awaiting us was never felt or worn. We think we protect ourselves, by taking inventory and moving on. But we only spin our web tighter. The meditative exercise that we're offered today says to sit quietly, bring yourself on in, release what you can, sit quietly. And meditate on 3 things that you hold dear. 3 things that you hold dear. One might be the love of another. A second, your love of the sea. A third, a special piece of music that makes you feel whole. With each breath, let the image and feel of these things rise before you, one at a time. So let's do that. Let the image and feel of these things, feel them as they rise. Keep breathing and count these dear things as they come into your awareness again and again. Keep breathing and count these dear things as they come into your awareness again and again. Keep feeling them until the numbers 1, 2, 3 drop away. Keep breathing steadily and let the feel of these dear things mix and touch each other. And then carry this mood of holding what is dear to you into your day. Oh. And I'll say as we go through our day and get stressors come our way, etc., giving ourselves permission to take a couple breaths and recall this and feel it again and again and again as many times as we need to keep ourselves in this harmonious space. Thanks so much for coming by. In deep gratitude for your presence and your loving energy, your encouragement, and your support. See you tomorrow. Namaste.